by saying the temp was gonna be down just a little bit. It's down below 50. All right, y'all, we out here. We gonna do a little searching today. Gonna start south and work my way north. See if I can't find a good concentration of the bigger females. Water temp's down below 50, so it should start pushing that bait into the deeper holes. And when that bait goes to the deeper holes, you know what goes behind them. So we're gonna check it out today. Y'all hang with me. Let's see what we gotta do to make it happen. See if I can get a little close right there, y'all. Look at all that bait. They're not down there deep, but there are some of them schools that's down there. We'll see if we can't find something in this deeper water today. A better concentration of crappie. It's a bunch of bait down there. All these dark spots, that's shadows from the bait. Alright, I got two markers out. One's on that, and the other one's gonna be on that. Look like there's some fish down there on both of them. The way this wind is, my plan for using light jigs went out the window before I got to the lake. So we're gonna start off with this big old 3-inch bait. It's on a quarter #1 hook. That's a split tail from Limits Tackle. And you guys have been asking me about that garlic that I had been using, but this is Bang garlic formula. I mean, long as it's garlic, and it's like I say, it got that strong garlic scent, so that's what you want. And just my experience, that's what works best in the cooler months for me. And we're gonna drop it down there and see if we can't get something to hit it. All right, that's bottom, and the fish that I'm seeing down there are pretty much right on the bottom. That wind is a lot higher than what they were predicting. All right, there's the brush pile. Over 22 feet of water. There we go. Got to move around on it, y'all. Old big bait. He might make 11. That's a 3-inch bait, you guys. 3-inch bait. As you can tell, I've been using it. That fish might make 11. And again, first fish, bang! I'm really slipping, don't even have my net out. That's why that big fish didn't bite. I wasn't ready. Oh yeah, 11.5. And again, got that garlic scent on there, you guys. Get right back down there to the same depth. Gonna do a little swimming with it, because that's what brought that bite. That's what enticed that bite. 22 feet of water. That fish this side of the brush pile and just never got bit. Come to this side, and he nailed it. All right, had one hit this big bait, but we're gonna downsize. See if we can't speed up the process. Put a few different colors down there. I also use G sauce. It's garlic also. There we go. Feel a little better. That's 2 different garlics, different than what I've been using. That thing there's just, he plumb full. I don't know if he gonna make the cut, but we for sure gonna check. Y'all know we gonna check. I think he 10.5 or so. He's right there at it. We'll let him, we're gonna harvest that one. We'll harvest him today. So let me try to keep this short, simple, and sweet. Right now, with the water temps cooling, you want to be paying very close attention to the depth that your bait are holding. Right now, when I go out, I search areas with bait. I search to find areas with bait. And once I accomplish that, if the wind don't get in my way, such as it did on this trip, and I had to run to a protected bank is something that you must understand what it is to allow you to fish in windy conditions. But search that bait out, see what depth that bait is running, and right now the scent that's working the best is, like I mentioned earlier, that garlic is by far working the best. However, have crappie nibbles, shad, whatever other scents that you have confidence in. Be sure to have that on the boat also. Anyway, let's see if we can find some fish on this protected bank. And like I said, scent, depth, and the location is very important, especially during the winter months when these cold fronts roll through. There we go. Now that's a crappie. That's what I'm out here after. Well, I think that's a crappie. If it is a crappie, it's gonna be a good one. Oh, come on now. Well, can't be mad. It was a thump in the pool, and I'm gonna get a couple fillets, cause I gotta help control the population of these jokers. They about to take over out here, holding on my crappie brush piles. What's really going on? Bam! Bam! Chill out there, buddy. That's a wrap. Bye. So one of the things that helps me while out chasing these fish is I have a time limit of 3 to 5 minutes depending on the size of structure. And let me tell you, this helps put fish in the live well. Sitting there waiting on a fish to bite, you could possibly catch one and spook the rest of the fish that are there, or they're just simply not active. Inactive crappie is virtually impossible to get to eat a jig, minnow, or any other bait that you're possibly using. So set a standard for yourself to where if you're on a pile and have a time limit, it will help you. It will increase your catches. My thing is, I like searching for active fish. Even though sometimes my 2D will show that there's still plenty of fish on a pile, or plenty of fish on a pile even when I first pull up. If I drop down there and give a few different actions and change a couple different colors and can't entice a fish to bite, I'm going to pack up and move on to the next pile in search of those actively feeding fish. Another thing too, while these water temps are dropping or down in the, below 50, you want to minimize the action that you apply to your jig. Slow raises, slight swims, a lot of these hits that I'm getting, you'll see that my line is sort of leaning, and what I'm doing is just slowly swimming that jig past the stump or brush pile that I'm fishing. It has been working really well. You don't want to be sitting down there giving that jig a lot of action when there's absolutely nothing in the water moving fast like that, especially not small bait fish. So always try to imitate the bait. In the summer months, you can apply that action with fast raises, giving a lot of action to your jig. But during the colder months, you really want to slow it down, and it really does increase my catches. It took me several years of research, study, and development to come up with the system that I use out here chasing these crappie. And I'm giving it to you guys in video form, showing you what I'm doing, where I'm fishing, what I look for, and that it simply works. If you enjoyed the tips, secrets, and tricks that I'm showing you here in this vid, please give the video a thumbs up. And also subscribe if you haven't. And as always, more coming soon.